think there is a very big hype has been created
Right.
of the examination, SSC, HSC,
Yeah.
big hype.
Right.
So, actually the poor fellow, he is going to have such, if there is a graduate system every month, something like that, the regular examination
Right.
takes place,
Right.
he will not feel that much stress.
Right.
Because it's the part of same examination what he is doing regularly.
Right.
But because of the hype,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
this stress is there.
So there is something, there is an activity called exam.
If the exam is being taken place quite regularly,
Right.
he would be taught in such a way that he understands
Right.
that I have to appear for the next on the single exam next time.
Every time.
Every time.
Every time.
So he will not go for that much stress and that much.
Correct. But right now the situation is there is something called exam, which in itself, what happens in an exam? You go to some place, you're asked certain questions, you give the answers to those questions, and you come out of it. Right? And then a few days later, or a few weeks later, you get the result for it. But right now what is happening is, there is the student, and there is the parent. Right? And this examination has all of this. Okay, incidentally, are these emotions positive or negative? Sure. And negative emotions?
Negative, but if you use it in a proper way, it can become positive also.
Right. So that's the second question. Whether negative emotions are good or bad. Sometimes it's good.
If you have a control, it can be used as a good.
Right. Right. So we'll come to that again. But right now for this particular thing, we have a negative charge to it. Okay? So examination, sorry? That moment. Yeah, there is a charge to it. So there is a mental harassment, there is pain, there is fear, there is anger. And so the size of examination doesn't remain this much. Then there is fear, anger, uneasiness. Then there is irritation, anxiety. No one talks about...
Basically, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
yeah,
Basically, because of the uncertainty of the future,
right,
it's related to that.
right.
Because they are uncertain about the
Okay,
future.
so uncertainty, what does it create? What emotions does it create?
That's why they are so much stress.
What emotions does it create?
Insecurity?
Yeah, anxiety, insecurity. Not feeling safe, insecurity is not safe. Right? Another layer. And the exam, which was of this size, actually starts looking so much bigger. The student who was bigger than the exam became bigger than the student. Right? And it doesn't stop here. It has become bigger than the parents themselves. So the student is carrying a big charge in the mind. And not just that. Yeah, all of that is happening because of that. And it is getting affected. It is impacting the parents also. Parents are giving it back to him. He is already looking at this. And this whole cycle keeps on going on. Right? Now tell me, are there students let's look at, all of you can look at your challenges and you will find the same thing. Let's look at preparation and let's look at stress. Okay? So you can have low or zero preparation and you can have high preparation. There are students who are very, very highly prepared for the examination, right? Correct? And there are students who have high stress. So even when they are entering the examination hall, they would be reading. And there are students who have low stress. Right? So do you know of students who have to be forced to take the book out of their hand when they're entering the exam hall? Do you know, have you seen such students? Right? So where would you place them? High stress, low stress? High stress. Do you know of students who go and watch a film just a day before their examination? High stress, low stress? Low stress, right? Now has that got anything to do with their preparation? Do you know of students who have prepared so much who are probably the toppers of the class, and still then they're very stressed out. Do you know of such people? Yes, we know. Do you know of people who have very low preparation, and still then they're worried? They have all those indigestions and this and that, right? So we know of those people also. There are people who have very low preparation, and still then they go and watch a film. And there are people who are very good with their marks, who do very well in their exams, and still go out and have all the fun during the examination. Right? That goes for everything for the interview as well. That goes for everything, that the challenges that people are taking, the new businesses that people are taking, the new social work that they want to take on, the new change that they want to make in the community. There are people who have good amount of preparation, good amount of... And what is preparation ultimately? What does it create? If you really look at it, high preparation means the person feels worthy, deserving, confident, right? It creates all of these emotions, these thoughts. And when there is a low preparation, it just doesn't... But can you think of people who still feel worthy even if they are low prepared? We know of politicians, right? They go on and do whatever they want even if they are prepared or not prepared. Right? So again, confidence has got nothing to do with preparation. Deserving or unworthiness has got nothing to do with... So what is it then? What is the mystery? How does it happen? Who are these people who have low stress? How does it happen? They have low preparation or high preparation. They do not have high stress.
Easygoing. Because
Easygoing. Okay. And how did they become easygoing?
how they react to the situation, how they take it, how
Right.
they perceive it.
So why are they like that? DNA?
It is done in
DNA?
Sorry.
Yeah, I would like to believe that, and if the DNA can be changed.
But it is not.
Sorry? But yeah, figuratively, I would agree with her that it is a constitution. Okay? And can this be, when we talk about the genes, okay, let's look at the example of genes. There's a family of people who have, everyone is 5 feet. So what are the chances of the new child who is growing up to be 6 feet?
Very rare.
Very rare. We would think, of course, there is also regression which happens and there is a compensation. But in all likelihood, the child is going to be 5 feet. And why is the child 5 feet? Because of the genes. Correct? Now, look at a family which is very, very loud, violent, and whatever they do, they speak in a very, very loud voice. What are the chances of the child being a quiet one? Yeah? So, can we call that as psychological or behavioral genes? Yeah? So, we are taking the same thing, so figuratively or metaphorically, yes, it is the DNA. So, you are also right, it's not a part of the physical genes, but the way the child has grown, something has happened. Although sometimes exact opposite can happen. If there are if the parents are very loud and aggressive, or they are very, very outgoing, then don't allow the child to complete the sentence. And after a point of time, the child stops speaking and can become exactly the opposite. So it can be the exact opposite of what psychological genes can create as well. Right? But we are talking also about what is it that creates the easygoing personality. What happens? How is the child? Who are the most important people in a child's life? Parents, teachers, neighbors, friends.
All near
Yeah?
and dear.
Sorry?
All near and dear.
All near and dear ones. Good one. We're back to all near and dear ones.
Nature and attitude of teacher and
Absolutely. Absolutely. So who are these people who have a very high stress? Let's start looking at that. Who are the people who would be a student who would be highly stressed out?
there is always conflict in between the parents.
There is a lot of...
The reason not
Right. there is a lot of expectation which has gotten created, and right, and even in all these people that we mentioned, the most important and the most influential people are the parents, right?
So many times I see unwanted
Right.
things happen in front of the students.
Right. Now imagine if, what would happen